Greetings Internet, DDA here, and Random Number Gaming is super excited to bring you its first Destiny deck profile video. This is my very first Destiny deck, so it's to be expected that it's not going to be the best, it's certainly not the most optimal, and I'm very limited by the amount of product that I have. But I'm also lucky that I have friends that help me out with cards that I'm missing. So let's just scan over the list real quick. So like I said, this is my very first Destiny deck, and it has a lot of work left to do to it, but I've gotten a good 5 games in with it, and I mean I love this game. I'm very much enjoying it. So it is actually eKylo double Trooper with the Mos Eisley Spaceport Battleground. So we're going to set these videos up very similar to the Dragon Ball Z deck profile videos, but since this is my first deck for now, let's just talk overall about the deck and the things that I like about it. Now, it's important to consider the fact that I don't have that many power cards in this deck. I figured the best way to approach the beginning of this game was to include as much disruption in my deck as possible. I love both the block and the dodge cards in this game. I feel like they're close to staple status. They can just sweep and really swing an entire combat for you just by removing all the dice that show. If the opponent rolls really well, you could just flip the tides with these cards. So I like these at 2. Some people say that these have a little bit of a hefty cost. You know, they do cost all your resources for the turn, but I think it's enough of a swing that it is worth it. And then, of course, the best defense. This card, I didn't think it was good when I first read it, but now that I've gotten a few games with it in, it shows extreme value, being able to just kill those force throw specials just whenever you need to be able to actually, roll in your characters and not have to worry about it. Cannon Fodder is just such a great card, especially when you have the Stormtroopers or a non-unique, a team of non-unique red characters that you can just fill with damage. The goal, of course, is to protect Kylo Ren. He is the strong one, and he has a great ability. So I use Cannon Fodder to protect my Kylo Ren and entice my opponent to kill my Stormtroopers. And of course, flank, since I play 3 characters, and I tend to be more of a control-y player, more of a conservative player, I really like flank for, again, more disruption and as well as use the force as well. So just filled my deck with as much disruption as I can because I don't have those power strong cards that, those power cards that I can fill my deck with that I can overwhelm the opponent with, so why not disrupt the opponent? Nowhere to Run is in here, of course, because the Stormtroopers have 2 blank sides. So, to be honest with you, I'm not really digging this card right now. I've played it a few times. I'm not really digging it. As soon as I get some better cards, I'm probably going to swap it out. And I do love Endless Ranks. I haven't got to utilize this yet. It is a very hefty cost. But regardless that it's such a big cost, it does bring one of your characters back from the dead. So that's very powerful. One big disadvantage of this deck, and it's shown through with this F11D rifle, we're kind of split up between melee and range damage, and I don't like that at all. I wish I could do something to alleviate that. I like all my damage to be of one type, because especially if you manage to get out my single Kylo Ren's lightsaber, where are you? Oh, there you are, Kylo Ren's lightsaber. It has a lot of modifiers on it. So being that Kylo Ren is the only one that does melee damage, it's sometimes a little difficult to activate. So, and that's also shown through with this rifle, who likewise has a lot of modifiers on it. If one of my Stormtroopers die or something like that, it becomes very difficult to activate this card well. So that's just something I'm going to have to improve over time as I get more cards. And likewise here with the immobilizes, these cards aren't very powerful. I've used them a few times. One thing that I do need to learn is to use the ability more, because I think the ability is just extra disruption and I need to start using it. It's definitely a very strong ability. Mainly it's in here because my friend Bill gave me these 2 Sith holocrons, with which this card is busted. It is busted. I'm telling you right now, that this card will be changed because it's only going to get more powerful as the game continues. It has 2 special sides, and when you roll a special and resolve the special, you get to trade it in play. Keep in mind, it's 0 cost. You get to trade it in play with one of your ability upgrades for free. Just whoop, up, pop that out. Save yourself a good 4 resources, 3 resources, or 2 resources. You know, just resource management is extremely strong in this game. And it shows through with this card. I guarantee you they will nerf it. I just don't know when. There's no doubt in my mind. Bill seems to think that it's going to be discard it to actually play the upgrade from your hand. So instead of bouncing it back to your hand, because then you can just replay it. Also, I could see it just having its resource cost increased to like 1. It may make the card unusable then, but I'm not sure. But as it currently stands, this card, I can't see it not getting nerfed. But all right, but we have the 2 mind probes and the 2 force throws. The force throw is ridiculous, and this is the reason. Someone commented on my previous thread, my previous video, saying the reason you buy 2 starters is because of force throw, and that is very relevant once you understand how this game works and how ridiculous force throw is. And I still haven't gotten to a place where I'm amazing at using it, because one of the nuances of this card is that, like, let's say I have Kylo Ren's lightsaber attached. I roll the 3 modifier. I can actually force throw my own dice and do that damage to the opponent, which is just a nuance that you need to keep in mind. You know, you want to force throw the opponent, of course, but you can force throw your own dice, and it's important to keep that in mind. So, and then the Mind Probe is mainly just in here because of the holocron. It's a hefty cost otherwise. I wouldn't play it if not for that. And then likewise, I have 1 Kylo Ren lightsaber. I did buy 9 packs. I pulled 1 of these. So I'm really happy about that. Obviously, I only have 1. So obviously, I would play 2 if I had them. So, and that's pretty much it. You know, standard, we got the 2 lightsabers for more damages. And then Intimidate is just solid. Can't go wrong with it. Shields are flying all over the place right now, and so removing shields, it's just extra damage, really. It's great. It's a great card. So, and that's my first deck. Right now, this deck is 0-5. I've lost 5 games in a row with it, and I don't expect to get much better since I am a new player, and my deck is not optimized. It is not efficient at what it does whatsoever, but I just wanted to share my first deck with you guys because I am super, super excited about playing this game. And I know a lot of you out there, a lot of the Dragon Ball Z players have switched from Dragon Ball Z to this game, and I hope that you continue to enjoy the content that my channel pushes out. And new players out there too, we are going to be pushing out so much Destiny content. We got match videos on the way. We got more deck profiles. I'm a very control-oriented player, so I can tell you that the first decks that you're going to see me making are going to use the discard and disrupt to its full potential. So you're going to see some cool stuff on this channel is what I'm saying. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit that subscribe button for more Destiny content, and we will see you next time.